something I love about having a good friend, my best friend, who is also plural, who also lives with dissociative identity, where we both feel safe with each other, is that we can have folks inside talk to each other out loud who might not otherwise have the space to be heard by others, or we don't feel like we have the safety. And it can feel so incredibly validating and also healing to have that space for them to talk. The other day, my friend had her tough guys out. I had my tough guys out. They were talking back and forth. They were validating each other, but they also so my tough guys are folks inside who I used to call hard parts before they changed, who were trained by cults to hurt me by putting forth programming messages, to hurt me by making me want to die, making me want to hurt the body, putting me into despair and emotions that were overpowering and overwhelming that I felt, that parts of me felt, folks inside felt during the torture. Folks who were taught to hurt us because they had no choice, and it kept us alive. But they are ones who have changed over time by working with them and showing them compassion and empathy for what they went through and helping them see that they don't have to be like cult, or they don't have to do the things that cult taught them. And they have become protectors inside. They have become ones who will help us feel safe when we don't feel safe out in the world, or when there's like a really triggering appointment that's bringing us back down to trauma, or that at least will be there with us to feel stronger. And so they have a little bit of attitude, actually a lot of attitude, and they're very different from how I present and from how most of me presents. And I'm not comfortable with having them out with like most people. Most people would not understand. They've been in therapy and they've been with my best friend, and they want time in the body and to be able to be heard and seen by someone who understands them and who cares. And I have that with my best friend, and they had a banter back and forth, and it was so lovely to have those two sets of folks inside each of us who understood each other on a really deep level, because they've been through similar things and responded in similar ways. And it was absolutely beautiful, though they would not like that word and use that word, but it's healing and it's affirming, and they had space and time to be seen and heard as they were, and appreciated and liked. And that was wonderful and healing. And I hope that if you are also plural, that if you also live with dissociative identity, that you do get to talk to other people who also are, or that you have a therapist or someone safe in your life where you can allow different folks inside out who maybe you wouldn't be comfortable with being out with everybody in your life, but you can with some people, because that alone can be incredibly healing.